What's up, YouTube? Mountain Song Outdoors here. We're back again with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to show you what's in my go bag. Now, a go bag to me is basically an extension of my EDC, but it's gear that I don't necessarily need to carry on my person. But I like to carry it in my vehicle in the event of I happen to get stuck in a civil unrest or protesting situation. I get stranded while I'm out in any kind of bad weather. If my vehicle happens to break down on the side of the road, or in the event of any other emergency I may have to face. So here is the bag itself. It's made by Merrell. So the bag itself is perfect for me. It comes in just at 22 liters, so it's really not too big. It's not too small. It's the perfect size to hold whatever I need. And it's very low profile. It's very slick. It's very discreet. It's not going to scream super tactical guy that might know what he's doing, or guy that has supplies that I might need in the event of shit hitting the fan or an emergency situation. It's very low profile, just looks like a regular everyday carry bag or a laptop bag or something that someone might carry to and from work. And that's something important to me. And that's something that I think about every time I purchase a bag for whatever kit it may be. And when I'm putting together a go bag, it really gets broken down into 5 different categories. Number 1 is food, water, and shelter in case I need fuel or a place to stay. Number 2 is medical supplies in case I need to patch myself up to keep myself going. Number 3 is a land navigation kit and a way to keep my comms up and running. Number 4 is security. That way I can protect myself and my family from any kind of threat. And last but not least is all the miscellaneous gear and gear for convenience. So as far as food, water, and shelter goes, I have 2 ways to transport my water. Number 1, I have a 1.5 liter Nalgene bottle. These bottles are great. They're virtually indestructible, and there's enough water in here to get me going. I also carry one of these hydration bladders. That way, if I come across a water source and need to carry more water with me, I have that available. And I have a way to filter that water here with the life straw, and I have a way to purify that water here with water purification tablets. As far as food goes, I have one of these emergency food ration bars in there. These are great. They're packed with all the goods you will need to get yourself through a couple days. Also, there's enough servings in here to, if you're with another person or two, you would have enough food for a day or two. So these are great. I have one of those in my kit. And as far as the shelter goes, I carry one of these emergency shelters. So as far as my medical goes, everything is in this one kit. On the outside here, I have a pair of shears in case I need to cut through any kind of clothing or anything like that. And my med kit is basically broken up into 2 different sides. One side's more geared toward first aid, the other side's more geared towards trauma. On the first aid side of things, I just have your basic, Band-Aids, eye drops, alcohol wipes, Neosporin, things like that. I have this small kit here that's got tweezers and all sorts of stuff in there in case I need to dig something out of my skin. And then I carry a bunch of these non-stick pads with me in case I ever need to patch up something a little bit bigger than what your regular Band-Aids can handle. And then on the other side is more of my trauma stuff. I have 2 of these Israeli pressure bandages over here. I have 2 cat tourniquets. I have Quick Clot. I have chest seals. I have gauze. Everything I need to sort of plug a wound, pack a wound, stop bleeding, things like that in the event of an emergency. Everything in here is just to sort of patch myself or someone else up until we can find better medical help. Even though we're not doctors and EMTs out here, something like this could save your life or someone else's. So I always have one of these in my kit because you just never know. I do carry a firearm as part of my EDC, but in the event of traveling or if I'm in a state where I'm not allowed to carry on my person, I do like to have a firearm with me. In my go bag, I just carry my little Ruger LCP. This is chambered in .380, and I do carry a couple spare magazines. I also have a fixed blade knife in my kit. This one here is the K-Bar fighting knife. I love this knife, I really do. It's an awesome blade. It's basically a smaller version of the USMC knife, but it has this really nice rubber handle. I absolutely love this thing. I really do. This is my go-to whenever I may be camping or outdoors. It's just a great blade. It really is. In this kit here is where I keep my land navigation stuff, all my communication stuff. I have a map of my state and local areas. I have a compass to go with that, just in case cell phones are down or whatever it may be. I can't use my GPS. I do have a map. That way I can get around. As far as keeping my communications charged and ready to go, I have this solar power bank here. This is great. You can get a couple charges on a cell phone out of this, and it charges itself. But in the event of where I won't be able to charge this, I do keep a smaller power bank in here that's chargeable via USB-C. I have all my different cables for Apple, Android, things like that. My device is charged and ready to go. So there's that. I do carry with me a headlamp and a flashlight. I carry spare batteries for those as well. I have a roll of 550 cord because you never know when you're gonna need it. And have a bunch of emergency blankets and bivvies. I have some hot hands, some hand warmers, and I have a couple ponchos because being wet sucks. And last but not least, as far as my miscellaneous items go, I really try not to carry a whole bunch of them just because I don't want a bunch of random stuff weighing me down that I'm probably not going to use. But I do have some stuff that I carry with me as sort of comfort items and items that I know I'm probably going to need in the event of an emergency. As far as staying out overnight and things go like that, if I'm stranded or whatever, I carry a sort of fire kit / camping kit with me. I have a ferro rod with some fire starters, with a multi-tool, a Bic lighter in there. I have 2 spare lighters in here, just in case that one happens to get wet. I do carry a knife sharpener with me to keep my blade sharp. I do carry a Shimag with me. It's just a great multi-purpose item. I carry a pair of extra socks with me. These are wool socks. Wet feet just is not fun. So having a pair of dry socks might make my day sometime. So I carry those with me. I have one of these folding saws here in case I ever need to cut firewood or build anything. I have a small kit here. I have a face mask in here in case I need to keep my head warm. I have a pair of work gloves in here, and I have a pair of cold weather gloves in here. And that's pretty much it. I try to run a system that is practical. I try not to get too wrapped up in the gadgets and gizmos that are out there, even though they're so fun to sort of buy and collect and try out and things like that. I try to stick with what I know, stick with what I'm comfortable using, and go from there. No matter what situation might come my way, I think I will be confident within myself and in this kit to get through that situation. So with that being said, that's going to be a wrap on this video, folks. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for tuning in. It really does mean the world to me. To all my subscribers out there, you guys and gals rock. And to everyone that's new here to the channel, welcome. Thanks so much for watching. Drop a comment below and let me know if you all carry a go bag with you and what is in it. If you want to see more content like this in the future, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It is much appreciated, more than you will ever know. And yeah, I guess until next time, that's going to be a wrap, folks. Thanks so much for watching.